I'm just here to tell you that I love what you do and I'm excited about it, and I think it's vital that you do it.
Thank you for joining us again tonight, Danny. We're so excited to have you here. Would you mind just giving us a little bit of your background?
Absolutely. My name's Danny Alvarez. I'm a local attorney, but really that's not how I want you to know me, right? I want you to know me as the guy that you call if there's any problems, and let me see if I can handle them and fix them. If I can't, then I'll find somebody who can. That said, I dabble in a little bit of everything. So I've done some politics, I've done some journalism, I've done some Army. We've got some Marines here for the Toys for Tots tonight, which I'm very proud of you guys. It's a wonderful charity and does a lot of good. Very proud of you guys. And
thank you.
Great, well done. But here today, I'm ready to talk about branding, politics, and how they really are intermixed and should always be intermixed.
Excellent. And can you give us just a little bit of insight, a summary on how you actually came to us today?
Can we stop them up right here?
So today we came to you through politics. So we had done an event with Miss Dottie, and Dottie had done some of the human trafficking events that were very, very key. Not political issues, but social issues that ended up being part of the campaign. Not pushing because we had done, human trafficking related events, just kind of trying to give more attention to. So through that, I met Dottie, and then I met this wonderful young lady named Mandy, and we're here to talk about politics and branding. So that's how I got here.
Excellent. And in regards to Add To, so one of our biggest initiatives, as I know we've talked about, is really just trying to get a voice into the community and teaching local young professionals and anyone in advertising and marketing about the importance of branding. So I know one of the biggest things I was really excited to share was your perspective on how important you really feel branding is, not only just in your campaigning, but also in your professional life. So as a lawyer, I'm sure that this stuff comes into play as well.
Absolutely.
Is there anything that you want to kind of mention in regards to how they play together?
Sure. If we remember one thing tonight, is that we are always branding, and it doesn't matter what we're doing, whether we are in uniform, whether we are here tonight talking as individuals, whether we're a web guy like Seth in the background, right? It doesn't matter. Everyone's always looking at you, trying to figure out who you are, what you do, and what value you can bring to them. If you're in the marketing world and you don't get that and you don't exhibit that, then you might want to think about doing something else, because you're the key ambassador of the brand, right? If you're not a brand yourself, then really we got to talk about going back to the drawing board. Your brand in every single thing you do, the sooner you get that, the sooner you'll succeed, and you'll take your confidence and your skill sets, right, and then move forward and explode. So I think what Add To Tampa does is vital, and especially if you got people that get together and talk about these things on a regular basis. Because one of the big things I don't think is people understand marketing and branding. Not that they don't get that it works, they get that it works. They don't get the value. Like, so when someone goes to close and say, hey, I think you need to brand yourself or market yourself, people say, okay, well, how much is that going to cost? That's the wrong line of thinking, right? That's the wrong line of thinking, because if I sell a widget for $1, if I made it for 50 cents, I know I made 50 cents. But if I got to add a marketing budget, or I got to hire a marketing director, or I got to go hire a good web guy, there's nothing tangible that I get right away from it. Well, that's old, small-time thinking, right? New, big-time thinking says that's where you go first, right? You go to the marketing side, you go to the branding side. So you guys are little branding ambassadors, right? And you got to go out, and I'm just here to tell you that I love what you do, and I'm excited about it, and I think it's vital that you do it.
That's wonderful. And on the flip side, in regards to branding yourself,
right,
obviously this is why it's so important for politicians and people out there in that networking and that level of government relations to see the importance and the value in you and your team and your campaign team all together. And I'm sure that having someone like you who really gets it, like you mentioned, was probably vital, as you said, to this campaign. So we're really excited to hear it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I think that essentially most people don't ever see themselves as a brand or as a product, and that's to their misfortune. In politics, sometimes people just show up and they're like, well, I want to run for city council, and they think, well, I'm just little Mr. running for city council, but they're not, right? They represent something. They're like a bucket of values, or a bucket of morals, or a bucket of beliefs that someone's going to attach themselves to for some reason. They don't recognize why, right? Because they don't know you from Adam, right? They don't know you. Last year you were, the head of the PTA. This year you're running the city council. How did that happen, right? They don't realize that they branded themselves a certain way, but if someone did that early, I mean, they would be unstoppable. So don't tell my secrets to too many people.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. We're so excited to.
I really appreciate you guys.
We're so excited to hear this. I can't wait.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely.
And, I'm excited to continue our relationship.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.